Hi everyone, I'm Bob Costas. In my work, I come across more inspirational stories and people than you can possibly imagine. But what you're about to see and hear may very well top them all. I first met Craig MacFarlane in 1988. Back then, he impressed me as a young man with incredible spirit, energy, and ambition. His story is one of tremendous courage, of optimism, of devotion. In his own words, it's a story of pride.
Craig MacFarlane is a remarkable young man. He holds over 100 gold medals for various sporting activities. He wrestles, snow skis, water skis, windsurfs, ice skates, plays a mean round of golf.
Keep your eye on the ball.
You're right on line, son.
Oh,
right on
all
the money.
right.
It's the incredible drive of this blind kid from Canada that's made him a national figure in the United States.
Duck. I wish those trees would leave me alone.
He reaches out for every experience he can.
Yeehaw!
When I first met him, Craig was a 15-year-old dynamo with the energy level of a Tasmanian devil, the grit and determination of a Pete Rose. He was a 100-meter sprint champion and one of the premier wrestlers in the country, and all this against sighted competition. I'm sure if he'd been allowed to take driver's ed in high school, he'd have finished atop his class or perhaps atop somebody's front lawn. But you can't blame him for trying, because challenges are what keeps Craig clicking. He's a true champion, and we as a result are all winners for having met him.
The demands of all his speaking engagements means that Craig travels in excess of 150,000 air miles each year. Traveling solo is often lonely. Behind the happy-go-lucky smile is an intense, sometimes driven young man. Much of that drive comes from a fear of failure, just as when Craig was back at the School for the Blind, hoping to make it in the sighted world, he has that same drive today.
We all have gifts in one way or another. It's a question of playing the hand you've been dealt, learning to develop your God-given gifts to the best of your ability. Don't spend a lot of time worrying about the ones you don't have.
Sometimes I get scared, and sometimes I feel all alone, and every now and then I cry. And sometimes I feel strong, so strong I'm invincible. Still every now and then I cry. Yeah, I get down, lose my ground, and I feel sorry for myself. And when I find it hard to smile, I dream a while. Yeah, a little dreaming goes a long, long way. A little hope can get me through my darkest day. Make a wish on a magic star. A dream can go so far. Dreaming goes a long, long way.
Craig MacFarlane's a good friend of mine. We've spent some time together, and I admire his strength, his courage, and his enthusiasm. Nobody knows better than Craig what pride in America is all about. For Craig, it means having the desire, the energy, and the perseverance to accomplish worthwhile goals which inspire and encourage all Americans. Craig's a credit to himself as well as to America. As you listen to Craig, you will understand much better what the word pride means. Now, here's Craig MacFarlane.